Hey people, Card Boy here. Join me as we embark on a federal conspiracy and get all of our names put on watch lists. Terry Yeakey graduated from Booker T High School in 1984, went to Redlands Community College, and joined the military. In 1989, he joined the Oklahoma City Police Department. Yeakey was married but then divorced and unable to see his wife or children. Yeakey was an avid volunteer to the DARE Foundation, which was the program teaching children the dangers of taking drugs, and was well liked by the other volunteers. During the tragedy that was the Oklahoma City bombing, Yeakey was one of the first two officers to respond and personally spent 3.5 hours rescuing people, literally working until his hands bled. He saved between 4 and 8 people and only stopped after injuring his back carrying what his wife described as a 300-pound person. During his rescue attempts, Yeakey saw things he believed contradicted the official story and began investigating in the following months. Eventually, he called his wife crying, saying they won't tell the truth. This is a graphic content warning. If you are squeamish, I implore you to leave the room, as I will be talking about some rather uncomfortable things. Thank you for your cooperation. Officially, Terry was in disarray over being unable to see his children and felt guilty about failing to save more people from the bombing. Reports say Terry drove himself to a field, cut his arms with a knife or razor, and cut his throat on either side of the jugular vein. He then walked 1.25 miles before shooting himself in the head with a small caliber handgun. First responders were unable to find this handgun on the scene, even after searching thoroughly and several times with a fine-tooth comb. It was only after a federal agent arrived that it was found moments later. Yeakey also had mud and grass in his wounds and bruising on his face, which is strange considering he walked there. This isn't the only strange thing, though. Terry's wife received threatening messages via the telephone, mail, and writing on her walls even after Terry's death. Such threats only stopped after she moved 5 times in 3 years. Terry's last known words were, "As soon as I shake these feds, I'll be back and we can go to dinner." There was no official investigation into his death or autopsy. Now, I've consumed enough super male vitality to know this story can't be true, and I'm here to implore you to ask more questions, as we cannot accept this story.